Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is ConCon speaking here. Today we're testing out the microphone, the MV7 microphone from Shure, which is a very fantastic microphone. It is a USB microphone that plugs into your computer or anything that takes USB. It's very easy to use. It's crisp. It's clean. When you're far away, it picks you up perfectly. When you're close, it sounds crisp. It sounds clean. It sounds beautiful. It sounds like I'm right inside of your ear. It's amazing. So the microphone is plug and play. All you have to do is plug it in, attach it to like a wall mounted bracket or something that you can move up and down like this. It's very fantastic. Makes it easy to position it right here where you want it to be. If you have a desk pad kind of like tripod thing, I wouldn't suggest it, but that also works, but it does feel the vibrations a lot more. As you can see when I touch the thing, the hand, the mechanical arm, you can hear it like very clearly in the microphone being moved. But other than that, it's a very clean and easy setup to do. It's very clear. It picks you up quite nicely. The further you are away, it sounds very mellow and nice and easy. So it sounds perfect for if I wanted to scream, if I wanted to shout, if I wanted to be loud, or if I just speak softly or whatever. You can see the intonations of how it picks up my voice in those different cases. The only noticeable issues that I've really heard with it is that sometimes, like when you're recording, it picks up noise very clearly. It doesn't have a lot of noise reduction or like noise gates removal or whatever. You usually have to do that within your recording programs or in editing to make sure that noise is gone. There are some options that you can use to try help in the ShurePlus Motiv desktop app that you can see over here. There is a link to the description. This is the software that the microphone comes with, which we're going to go through in a little bit of a minute. But first, I want to show you what happens when you speak really close to the microphone. You can see it gets super crisp. I can speak softly and it can hear, it's like an ASMR kind of thing. Like I can speak right into your ear. But obviously, if I shout into that, it's going to be very, very loud. So you want to keep it a decent distance, maybe like 20 centimeters away from your face at most points with the settings that I'm going to show you. There are some auto level settings, but obviously when you get the microphone, you can play around and find your perfect ideal setup. One noticeable downside effect with the MV7 Shure microphone is that it does have a lot of popping. Like if I'm very plosive or like speaking certain words and saying like the P sounds and everything, it can like really pop and make an uncomfortable or irritating noise within the microphone. So that's something you might have to invest into a pop filter to cover the front end of it so that it doesn't really, make that horrible pickups of the sound. So this is your ShurePlus Motiv mic setup thing. This is your kind of your driver for the microphone. Essentially, this is what you're going to be using to control. It does have an auto level, but I recommend sticking to manual because you can get a lot more control here. I have my microphone gain on the maximum because it works for me. Depending on your situation and setup, you might have this at a lower or different amount. You just have to record several times, listen over, make notes of like what settings you had so that you can find the perfect output that you're looking for. You can have your monitor mix. This is when you plug a thing directly into the microphone so that you can hear what you're saying. And obviously you can have it, measure the playback or the microphone. And then you get like several EQ options here. There's a kind of like just normal, like nothing's changed. We have our high pass that kind of like gets rid of all of those like very high pitched sounds and everything. And then we get a presence boost, which basically is supposed to make me sound a lot more alive and like, there. Though I don't really notice a huge difference with these. It doesn't really affect me. And a lot of the stuff I do in editing, fixes all those issues that I would have anyway, right? And then you get the last option here is high pass and presence boost, which is a mix of both this one and this one. I kind of recommend staying with the flat one and adding any changes you want afterwards, because I also recommend recording your stuff in a split audio thing. So if you're recording on a screen, you have your audio on your microphone recorded on one channel, one audio channel, and then your game or whatever else recorded on the other channel, which I do have a video you can check on the screen, how to actually record separate channels in OBS, for example. Then we have the limiter. I recommend putting this on because this, when you're like speaking extremely loudly, it makes sure that your voice doesn't break your viewers' ears or whoever's listening's ears, because it will just keep you speaking very loud and then have you very soft. The limiter allows you to not go over, well, the limit essentially. And then your compressor is kind of the same thing. It makes your highs and your lows meet more in the middle. So you can only speak so low before it like brings it up to here, and you can only speak so high or so loudly that it brings it down to here, from what I understand. And then we have live meters, which are little lights that you can see on the microphone itself that measure, like, you know, when you're talking and stuff, and like how loud it is. It's kind of just like your decibel reading for the sound output or the sound that it is receiving. And then night mode makes those lights softer or like darker or more dim, I guess. Though it takes some time to set up and find the perfect settings for your microphone and the perfect noise gate settings and noise suppression settings for in editing to make it sound as crisp as I can get it in my videos, the microphone is extremely amazing. I'm very happy with it. In fact, I don't even think I regret not going for the SMB7 because the setup for that is a little too much for me. The amp and all the crazy shenanigans is just like, I don't want to play around with all the techie stuff. I just want to make a video here to say that I enjoy it. It's good. It's a great value for money. If you're looking for a microphone that is on a very high level, but still a very affordable and easier to use level, this is the perfect microphone that you can use. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful, and thank you so much for watching.